On May 8, 1923, Nicholas Roerich left America for India, and he has been wandering about in remote, dangerous, and seldom visited parts of Asia ever since. Altai Himalaya is the record of his mission, just as his series of pictures, Tibetan Paths, Banners of the East, his country.
On May 8, 1923, Nicholas Roerich left America for India, and he has been wandering about in remote, dangerous, and seldom visited parts of Asia ever since. Altai Himalaya is the record of his mission, just as his series of pictures, Tibetan Paths, Banners of the East, his country, are records in terms of paint. But Altai Himalaya, though penned on horseback and in the tent, under conditions the most difficult, is as much more and as much richer than the ordinary diary of travel, as his paintings of the Himalayas are more than a literal transcription of some of the earth's most magnificent scenery. For in whatever medium Roerich works, or in whatever he is expressing, there shines forth not only the artist, but the embodied intelligence, the man, the whole character of the man. Though sincere and simple, it is a character compounded of such unusual elements as to be on its esoteric side uncomprehended. Now, esoteric is to most ears either a meaningless or a hateful word. What do I mean by it in this connection? I should perform for Roerich an ill service if I failed to answer such a question, because it would be to avoid mentioning what seems to me the very raison d'etre of his journey, his art, his life. And yet how is it possible to make intelligible or even plausible what I have in mind? Without attempting to elucidate, explain, or justify it, therefore, I shall simply say that there is a tenable point of view from which one may regard Roerich as an envoy of those powers which preside over the life and evolution of humanity in the same sense that gardeners preside over a garden, that he journeys into desolate and forbidden lands for the fulfillment of a mission the purpose of which will increasingly reveal itself. Altai Himalaya. Part My India, 1924. Siani glides by. Here are the wells of Abraham. Here are the 12 apostles, fantastic little islands. Here is Jeddah, the gateway to Mecca. The Moslems on the steamer are praying toward the east, where, behind the pink sands, is hidden their center. To the right, the boundaries of Nubia are lying like an ancient cornice. The hulks of wrecked vessels cleave to the reefs. The Red Sea can be merciless, as can the Arabian sandstorms. Not in vain does the fiery finger of the Stromboli volcano threaten and warn by night. But now in the winter, the Red Sea is blue, not hot, and the dolphins leap in mad merriment. In a fairy-like design lie the Arabian bays, Korea Moria. The Japanese do not lose an opportunity to visit the pyramids. This nation does not waste time. One should see how quickly and sharply their field glasses move about, and how persistently practical are their questions. Nothing superfluous. This is not the vacant touring of tired Europe. Well, now, finally, we will come to an understanding, says the Japanese, in a businesslike way without any sentimentality. And may this businesslike attitude be the guarantee of cooperation. In Cairo, in the mosque, sat a boy of 7 or 8, and Ingli read the lines of the Quran. One could not pass by without noticing his penetrating striving. And in the walls of that same mosque was boldly embedded the cannonball of Napoleon, and that same conqueror of empires broke the image of the great Sphinx. But if the Sphinx of Egypt is mutilated, the Sphinx of Asia remains safeguarded by the great deserts. The treasures of the heart of Asia are preserved, and its hour has come. Ancient Ceylon, the Lanka of the Ramayana. But where are the palaces and pagodas? It is strange. In Colombo, we are met by the Swiss consul. The policeman is Irish, a French peddler, a Greek with postcards, Dutch tea peddlers, an Italian chauffeur. But where are the Sinhalese? Have they all emigrated to Europe?